So yeah, we'll go on to Jake's like 20 million page story of what's coming next eventually.
Another day.
Another day. But yeah, again, like we can just tell we're looking how long we've talked about Dragon Age. We got a lot more to say on Dragon Age.
I feel like we could make like an entire week's worth of videos if we really tried.
I think Dragon Age is more enriched than Mass Effect.
Yeah,
I think that's the right word. Yeah. Like Mass Effect told you what you needed to know in order to achieve this story. Like these 3 games, they knew what was coming. You got to know what you needed to know. Whereas Dragon Age...
very lore heavy, but it doesn't feel lore heavy. They've
got a long game with Dragon Age.
Yeah.
And although there's certain parts of the game, especially like Inquisition, where you're like, that wasn't great. Mm. But when you see the bigger picture and you play the next games, you're going to be like, oh...
That's the thing, like, just after Inquisition came out, they said they've already got plans up until the 5th Dragon Age game.
That's not enough, like, I need more.
That's just how far they've planned the story so far, like... I'm sure it'll take off to even more, I hope.
Yeah. I think having a different protagonist... Because there's a lot
in my list to fit into 2 games.
Having a different protagonist is definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
I liked how Hawk came back in this game.
Yeah.
That was fun because you got to see her and she got to be like a badass.
That's the thing. With the future, I hope, if they do go to Tevinter, I hope it's a different character, but the Inquisitor does make an appearance.
I think that's cool because it's not forcing you to be the same character, but you're still getting a bit of where that person is. Yeah. I mean, like, the hero.
Yeah.
They sent us a belt in Inquisition and told us they were still alive, and that's literally all we've had. We don't know what's going on.
I got more than that.
What did you get? Huh?
I got Morrigan being like, he came into the mirror and he was a good father to Kieran for the first 8 years, and then he had to go off because he was beginning to hear the call, and now he's trying to cure himself so he can spend the rest of his life with us. And I'm like...
I shanked her, so she probably don't care about me. But yeah, the Hawk thing, controversial because a lot of people we know left their Hawk in the fade over the moustache dude.
Yeah.
No?
I think the only situation I would do that is if I had to choose between Hawk and Alistair. Mind you, if Alistair was the warden instead of the king, I probably wasn't banging him in that playthrough. So who knows?
I think a lot of people, like...
Mind you, I always make Alistair the king, so I'm never put in that position.
I'm
a good person.
Logic, like when I said to Chris, like, what did you do that for? His logic was like, oh wow.
No, Gain's like a military commander.
Hawk's a bad bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like, he can handle it. And the moustache guy, like, I don't even remember his name. He's dead to me now.
Yeah,
like,
it's just a bit like he's there because we didn't have Alistair or Logain as wardens who were alive.
But at the same time, looking at it now, like, they're going to kill Hawk. Yeah. So we should have just left Hawk.
Maybe, but what if?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't, like, I think...
And I can't do it to Varric. I did it once just to see what had happened, and Varric was like, I'm going to have to write some letters. And I'm like...
Come back, I love you. I think that was pretty cool. And, like, hearing from some of the old gang is pretty cool. I think if we're heading to Tevinter...
I've got a theory that we're not even heading to Tevinter. Because you know how... well, I can't think of the name of it. Inquisition.
Yeah.
You know how that was, like... Ferelden and Orlais. It was like the southern part of the world. I wouldn't be surprised if it was all the northern countries. Because they don't have an open world. They have multiple open worlds that you access from a map. So theoretically, they could do a game that's all of the world.
Maybe.
They could just have like one Elysian map, like 2 Ferelden maps, 1 Tevinter.
If it's all going to Tevinter and it is going to be...
I think we'll definitely visit Tevinter. I just don't think it will solely be set in Tevinter.
If we're going to have this justice for elves and all, I want Fenris to come back. I want Fenris to get some justice.
It's on my paper.
It's on your paper? Oh, okay, that's good.
All good.
That's good. So, yeah, as you can tell, we obviously have... I've kicked this glass over now. Like,
feelings.
I've kicked that glass over like 4 times now. Mm-hmm. I never learn. We do have a lot of feelings. Again, I want to say it's better than Mass Effect as much as it pains me to say that it is.
And my spreadsheet will prove it.
Yeah, the spreadsheet's where it gets...
We have mathematical evidence. That
literally, we could not agree. We could not agree by words alone, so we have to turn to maths.
Yep. 2 + 2 is 4.
Oh, God. So, anything you'd like to add?
No, otherwise I'll just talk for hours on end.
We're probably going to do that anyway when we start recording.
True.
So, yeah. So, overall, like, we can squeeze our little comparison in because we did do that as we were going along.
We did, yeah.
But overall, like, Mass Effect feels more epic because you're playing this one tale as this one hero.
Mm-hmm.
But it falls short.
Yeah.
On a lot of things that Dragon Age where Dragon Age doesn't really seem to gel now, it probably will when all the games are out.
Yeah.
The companions are better, the romance is better,
the world is better.
Yeah. So, like, that is the awkward balance.
Like, do I have 2 giant Mass Effect lore Bibles? No, I have 2 giant Dragon Age lore Bibles.
Do we have all the Dragon Age books?
No.
Yes. Do we have all the Mass Effect books?
I don't have the Hardened Hightown one.
Yeah, but we need to get that.
That'll be remedied.
We discovered that like 2 days ago. We need to get that.
I don't have all the comics though.
Comics don't have. But again, like, Dragon Age is still going and it's weak in a lot of things, but it delivers so hard.
Yeah.
And then Mass Effect is story's good, it's concise, it's done. Shepard's amazing. It lacks on the companions, it lacks on the romance, it lacks a bit in gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tough choice.
Yeah.
But it's the things you enjoy along the way that make you think, I could play Dragon Age again. Whereas you think about playing Mass Effect again and you're like, oh.
I could just play Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thought process every time.
Another little section we wanted to cover was how we think the BioWare games has actually influenced
you can see it in
other
a
games. Yeah.
Like, the conversation wheel that debuted in Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even in Dragon Age Origins. It came into Dragon Age in number 2. And then since then it's been used in nearly every other RPG. Like, it's just it's easy, presentable.
Yeah.
People understand it. And I think other companies saw it and were like, right, we need to take this.
I think a lot of games kind of...
You can see influences like in The Witcher 3, even in Skyrim, had a bit of influence from Dragon Age.
Yeah, I think Skyrim was really addictive when it came out, but it's nothing compared to... Like Mass Effect and Dragon Age is like...
The Elder Scrolls, for me, they seem very shallow.
Yeah. And like,
I know the lore's very deep, but it's like you said with Destiny, you have to read all the like in-game notes and books to get the lore.
Destiny, you don't even really like have a personality.
Yeah.
Like the character.
Well, you don't in Elder Scrolls.
That's what I mean. Like that. Like if you can't get as emotionally involved in a game
if you're voiceless, faceless.
Yeah. If you like nothing you do in Skyrim really matters. No. And it's like Destiny. You play the same story as every other Guardian. You had like voice lines in the first one for a little bit, and then you just don't speak anymore. And it's like this game it sells well.
Yeah.
It's made by like Bungie. It's a big thing. I don't even like the game, and I've got tons of merch. Like I enjoy it for the 2 days it takes me to complete it, and I've got merch from it. But it's like, what's their excuse? I think the biggest recent one we've seen is Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed. That literally,
I straight up thought that was a BioWare
literally,
game.
it's like it's got the conversation wheel. You can be a man or a woman.
You can bang anyone.
You can bang anyone you want. That's a BioWare game.
Yeah.
That's a straight up BioWare game.
I really loved all the memes, like when they announced that Anthem wouldn't have like NPC companions or romances or like anything really that makes it seem like a BioWare game.
Yeah.
And then they showed the trailer for Odyssey, and everyone was like, you just saw the whole BioWare fandom go.
No.
And just look at Assassin's Creed instead.
I think Anthem...
I'll get it, because I don't want BioWare to go under. But I doubt I'll enjoy it.
Anthem feels like another Destiny.
Yeah.
Where you'll get it, and we'll play it for like 2 weeks, and we'll love it, and then we'll put it down, and we'll never pick it back up again. I mean, they could improve it. And the solo hub, where you leave your friends outside, they go in their own hub, that's an easy fix. That's a smart fix. But what am I going to the hub for if I've got no one to talk to?
Yeah.
If I've got no romance options, like I'm going there to like put a different set of armor on.
Put armor on.
Like if that was any other game, this wouldn't be a problem. But because it's a BioWare game, you just expect it.
I need to see more of the story.
Yeah, I don't...
Because they're saying it's story driven, but they're not showing any story.
I don't like... In a game where you play with other people...
How can it be?
It's hard to be... Because obviously then it could work, like everyone gets their own cutscene.
Yeah.
And you make the decisions on your playthrough. But then the decisions are going to have to be pretty meaningless if we all share a world.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could be amazing.
I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
But I'm not having my hopes up.
They just need to make the next Night of the Old Republic, to be quite honest.
They
They
do.
should just remaster. Well, they're working on Dragon Age. They're pretending like they're not, but
I
they
saw a
are.
rumour the other day that it could come out in 2020.
Do you know what? They're not going to say anything until Anthem's out.
No,
Because they
definitely
don't want to, like, overshadow it. Because, like, everyone's kind of lukewarm on Anthem. If they come out tomorrow and
Literally,
like, Dragon Age,
every
everyone will be
time
like,
the guy mentions Dragon Age in passing, the whole Bioware fandom's like, he said Dragon Age, forget Anthem.
Yeah, literally. It could be a smart strategy, like marketing, so we don't all draw attention away from Anthem.
I think it's that.
I hope it's that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the perfect backup for when Anthem fails. Because RPG nerds are like, this isn't RPG enough. They're like, but we have Dragon Age! And everyone will just lose their shit.
Like, the main criticism I'm hearing with Anthem is you're not giving us what we want, which is Dragon Age.
Or Mass Effect.
Yeah,
literally. I get, like, BioWare obviously doesn't want to become a one-trick. But at the same time, like, people want these.
Yeah.
And EA like money.
Yeah.
So I don't really get, like...
Me neither.
I don't get it.
It's because, like... The problem is they're like continual flows of money.
Yeah.
Whereas...
Yeah, literally.
The games that we want would be like you buy it once. You'd buy the DLC maybe. Say half the people who buy the game buy the DLC.
EA should make some Codbro studio to work on stuff like that we don't care about and then just let BioWare do what they gotta do.
They can afford to do that.
Yeah, just let them do it. DICE should do it!
Exactly.
And then they should let BioWare be free.
Mm-hmm. Free BioWare.
Free BioWare, guys!
Free BioWare.
Oh,
we'll get it trending.
Right then.
I think that's everything. We'll discuss the spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet for another time.
Maybe after eating.
If you like that video and want to see more like it, then click this playlist button here. If you happen to want to subscribe to us and check out all our content, then click this amazing sexy button right here. Look how enticing it is. You know you want to click it. And if you're already subscribed to us, well then you are already an awesome human being.